thank you for joining, and thank you for your patience while we're obviously waiting for the email to be sent out. I've been looking forward to doing this with Stella for a while. I think we planned to do this a few months back, and then we revisited it. Felt time to do it. So, of course, the way it's put out is that you can join in weekly, or you can join for the whole course. It is a course in itself. So if you join each week, you'll see how it naturally progresses. So it's recommended that you do, but you need to. Sometimes one that's more suited towards you. Today's session is the root session. So we're going to do, as you know, a combination of a little bit of fitness, a little bit of breath work, and we're going to focus on our foundations. So lower part of our body, we're going to do things like open up the hips. We're going to bring awareness to our root. We're going to feel safe and secure within our body. We're going to do things where we feel very balanced and secure within the system. And also allowing us to access and use these prime energies within us as well. Throughout, as always, there will be alternatives to suit all different people. So I do my best to do so. But of course, focus in what feels best for you. If there's anything that, yes, we want to push out on our comfort zone a little, but nothing painful. So if anything is painful, do not hesitate at any point to just bring yourself back to center, whether that's laying down, sitting down, and just returning back to the breath. We will do a couple different breathing techniques throughout the session and to begin the session, but we'll also do some breath work at the end. So all your hard work, you can receive the benefits of what's being built up in the system. So I don't know if anyone wanted to ask me anything before we start or any questions at all. If not, we'll obviously wait a few moments and we'll get going. I don't want to say too much and then you all have to listen to me repeating myself. I'm not sure if any of you have any questions, anything you'd like to ask or anything at all, or is it just coming with curious minds to just explore and be open? That's what I always say. And one thing with what I do, I always have any class I'm teaching, whatever it's focused on. I'm not a big fan of rules. I only have one rule, and it's no judgment. Other than me, you can judge me, no problem, right? You can like it or not like it, but ourselves. So we create this space where you feel really safe and secure to express yourself openly and fully, and really explore this. I always call the body a technology. It's a technology that we can have access to. So we're going to go into this technology using the breath to bring awareness, mindful movement, and at the same time getting all the typical benefits you'd get from a regular workout, but in a way that's much more mindful and also on the emotional and energetic level, being able to have that experience and feel it as well. So today's session really is setting the tone and the foundations for the next sessions to come. But each session slightly changes. Hey, they're starting to join in now. We're getting there, Stella. Fantastic. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, everyone, for your patience. We just had another tech issue, but we've emailed it out. We've emailed out the Zoom link to everyone now. So hopefully, if we just don't mind, maybe just until 10:45. Is that okay with you, Jordan?
Yeah, that's fine with me. If
yeah. We'll just give another 5 minutes for people to come on in and hopefully get the email because, yeah, anyway. Is everyone having a good week? Have a little chat. I'm in sunny Cyprus, which I was hoping was going to go on the green list before I left because I had it all booked, and that kind of went a bit belly up, didn't it? That kind of went backwards. So I decided to come anyway, and I'm pleased I did, to be honest, so because it's lovely. I needed a little bit of stress relief coming here, and yeah. But I hear you still have lovely weather in the UK, so at least that's a nice plus. Yeah, it's a nice thing to do. And then, okay, we'll give it another few minutes.
How many are you expecting?
We have 13 people sign up. I don't think all of them are going to come to the live class, so we'll just give it another few minutes for people to pop in, the ones that are, and then we'll go from there. So you've all done Jordan's sessions before, right? You all know Jordan's style, so that's good.
I was really impressed by your holistic approach. I thought it was going to just be like a workout session. So when I heard you doing the breath work and everything, I was pretty impressed. I do hyperpressive breathing sessions regularly, and it seemed to link in very well to that. You know, the tongue on the roof of the mouth and all that. But I'm just a bit nervous it's going to be too spiritual for me.
No worries. No. You'll be this is the thing I always look at. Everything is rooted in actuality, having your own experience. There's no dogma, there's nothing. I'm not asking you to believe in anything, think of anything. Have your own experiences, explore your body in itself. There's for certainly not. It was certainly rooted in actuality and the physical body and the breath work. The only thing I'm asking, I don't even need to ask you to believe in, is the breath. And you believe in that anyway, right? We hold our breath. That's it. That's about as spiritual as it gets. No problem at all. Yes, and if there is anything I say, knowing that ultimately I'm here to facilitate and guide your own experiences and your own journey. So it's not really about what I say or don't say. It's about how you feel and your exploration. If there is something I say and you're a bit like, what's that? I always say, try it for yourself. And if it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, just discard it. No problem. Right? And so don't ever feel that that's going to be the case. And make sure that I think it's very important to, if anything in that self is even me and my path is very earth-based. So even if in that sense, very physical here right now. So we're good. You're going to be okay for that. No problem. And is that okay? Please let us know. And we'll challenge that and we'll see what's going on. No problem.
I'm looking forward to it. So long as you don't test us with any of the extreme James Nestor approaches, I'm sure we'll be fine.
You're really into the breath work then, aren't you, Pam?
Well, no, I wouldn't go anywhere near as far as that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm really into, I've become a real fan of breath work. I do it almost daily now. And I always say to people that it energizes me and releases the tension at the same time. I don't know if you've had that same experience, like you feel your body just release tension, but at the same time you bring energy into your body. So it's really, really cool. But I like it. Sorry.
I was inspired by what you'd said about that, Stella. And I do a stretch and relax class once a week. And so I tried at the end of that doing the alternating nostril breathing, which I've never done before. And in a relaxed class, that's really quite nice.
Yeah, adding the breath to the movement can really support us. First, the body awareness and being able to deepen the stretch, increase the stretch, be able to go further within, release tension within the body, so many different things it can support. So it goes hand in hand. And like what you said, as I take a holistic approach to looking at health and all pillars of health, because ultimately it is all interlinked. The way you breathe is not separate from the way that you even your posture. If you breathe in a very shallow way, posture is typically more forward. The way you breathe is not separate from your posture, from the way that you move, from the way that you think, from the way that you feel. So it is all interconnected. And on a very practical level that you can experience. That's why there's no need, even like what you were saying, is being too spiritual, because you have the experience, you see how it's interconnected. You change the way to breathe, all of a sudden you feel different in your body. You change the way you move, your breath will slightly change. And it's just bringing the awareness to all these components. So you become a bit like, if you're driving a car, it has the clutch, it has the brake, it has the accelerator, it has the steering wheel. They all work together in unison. And that's really the key. So you become the driver's seat of your own journey. I'm just in the passenger seat, just helping you with directions on the sat nav. That's about it.
Yeah, Pam, and I think everyone has their own experience from it. Like some people will have like a more of a spiritual experience, and other people won't if they don't feel that, so it really is very, very personal. But as Jordan said, it's rooted. I think we should start now.
Yeah, let's start.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start. If anyone joins after, that'd be absolutely okay. So thanks everyone for your patience. We'll officially start. I'll just very quickly repeat myself. Throughout the session, I'll give alternatives. There'll be a few different things that we do. Of course, there's a range of people here. Some people may have different things going on, like maybe someone's got some tightness in their shoulders, someone's got tightness in their hips, or something with the knees. So throughout, I'll do my best to give an alternative or a different way that you can approach an exercise. However, if anything doesn't suit you, really feel into your body and go, do you know what? This is not just uncomfortable, this is slightly painful. Do not hesitate to just return what we do at the beginning, which is just lay down, focus on your breath, be back in the moment, wait for the next movement. No need to push or force anything. This is not what this session's about. If one wants a slightly more intensity, that's up to you. You choose what gear you want to do this session, right? Of course, I'm going to challenge you at certain points to go up a gear a little bit more, if possible. But again, it's completely up to you, right? At any point you need to bring it down a level, this is great too. This is not what we're here for. We're here to focus on the root, and especially the root is very much about that. It's about foundations. It's about the solid foundations, even things and habits we can put into our life that we can do day to day with no problem, this type of thing. And the focus for today's session is lower body. And I'll talk to you throughout and we'll have the experience. So we're going to start though, we've been waiting so patiently, so thank you so much. We're going to start by either sitting upright if you feel comfortable to do that, or how about have a little lay down. So just completely lay down. I recommend laying down, but if you want to stay seated, you can. Lay all the way down. Just get comfortable for a moment. And as you lay down, I invite you to close your eyes. And I invite you to place one hand on your chest and one hand on your tummy. And I invite you to breathe in through the nose if possible. If you can't breathe through the nose, then no problem. But if possible, breathing in through the nose, as there's a neurotransmitter in your nose that's signaling to your body that it's safe and secure, which is exactly what we want when focusing on our breath. That you're safe and secure within your body. And you're going to allow the breath to enter into your tummy. And you're going to exhale as a, like a sigh, just a gentle sigh, just releasing. And you're going to cycle this breath, no pauses between the inhale and the exhale. Make sure that you're not feeling too much breath in your chest and you're feeling it mainly in your tummy. So as you inhale, the tummy expands into your hand. As you exhale, the tummy goes out, back towards the spine. You inhale, you feel the tummy expanding towards your hand like a balloon. As you exhale, the tummy goes back towards your spine. And just repeat this breath as a sighing out the system. Now I invite you to place your awareness in your root. So just in your hip area, just around your hips. And as you inhale, see if you can inhale into your hips. You'll be surprised how low you can bring the breath into your body. Bring the breath all the way into your hips. Just invite it to go there. Let go of perfection. Let go of, am I doing this right? Am I doing it wrong? Let go of all that. And just do your best to breathe into your hips. And let go as a big sigh. Like a, release every tension, every exhale, just release. And just notice how you feel. Feeling is the language of truly understanding. Just keep your attention in your hips. The mind will wonder, what's he saying next? What am I meant to do? Am I doing it right? Whatever's going on, just go, okay, I see you, I hear you. We're focusing on our hips. Just go back to the hips. And a few more cycles of breath into the hips. Releasing. And every exhale, allow yourself to sink into the floor. Allow yourself to trust the floor beneath you. You're safe and secure in your body. You're rooted in your body. Allow this to play out as you just inhale and exhale. No pauses. Keeping it circular. You're in control of the pace and the intensity. Slightly lengthen the exhale, just slightly. Just bringing us into our parasympathetic nervous system. Rest and renew. Creating more body awareness. Slowing down the heart rate. Sighing into the hips. Just a few more into the hips here. I just want you to set the intention into your hips. That you'll feel rooted in your body, safe and secure. You're ready to build solid foundations within your system. And from here, I'm just going to grab one knee, just gently grab one knee up. And just continue to breathe into the hips. Just cycle the knee. Just small circles. Just open up the hips. Just gently invite them to open. Right, pull the glutes open slightly too. You may need to open your eyes just to take a quick look. And just stay with the breath. Stay with your awareness internally. Keep your focus inside. Focus on the hips. Notice any tension. Notice where it wants to go. You might want to go a little further. And we're not trying to force the body to go anywhere. We're just gently inviting it to loosen. Gently inviting. Good. You're going to keep with the same knee, but switch directions. Circling it in the opposite direction now. Circling that knee. Stay with the breath. Letting out that sigh. Letting out that tension. That ha. It may even make you want to yawn slightly. That's okay if we drop the energies into our hips. Everything's okay. Just let it be felt. Good. Now you're just going to squeeze the knee in and out. Just slightly closer to the chest and release. Follow the breath. Inhale, you bring the knee towards the chest. You exhale, you release it. You just keep it momentum here. Lighten the hip to open. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Drop that leg down all the way to the ground. Gently grab the opposite knee. Then we're going to circle this. It doesn't matter what way round. It's up to you at first. Gentle circles on the opposite knee. So we did the right leg before, on the left leg now. It doesn't matter, whatever is the opposite. Circling into your chest, all the way around the hip joint. Follow the breath. Let the breath guide you. Let the breath guide you to where you want to go. And the awareness. Feel your way through it. Thinking is the language of the mind, but feeling is the language of the body. So just feel your way through this session. Good. Same knee, but switching directions. Opposite circles now. Still following the breath. Really open it up. Deep breaths. Still letting out that sigh. Let it go. Good. In and out. Just going to let the knee go in and out to the chest and back away. Breathe in as you squeeze it into the chest. Exhale as you release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allow that leg to drop down to the ground. You're going to gradually allow yourself to sit up. You're going to let the feet go nice and wide on the mat. Take your time. You already might feel a little more relaxed, a little bit different in the body. So take a moment just to settle into what's shifting within you. Subtle changes. Start to notice the subtle changes. From here, we're going to just like windscreen wipers, drop our knees to each side. Some of you, this may be a small movement. Maybe you need to do one leg at a time. That's fine if there's any issue in the hip. Others may be able to go all the way down to the ground. If so, fantastic. Again, no right or wrong. Deep breaths. And as they drop, sigh. Focusing your awareness in your hips. You inhale as they come through. Just sighing out the body as they drop out. We hold a lot of tension in our hips. So we're just inviting the hips to let go. They're safe and secure. There's nothing to hold on to. Just let it go. So drop through. And enjoy your breath as you just cycle with the breath. Just let out any frustration, any tension that's arising, which it may. Just let it out. Good. 3, 2, 1. And then either continue that, or if you can, as we bring the legs across, twist all the way through. So if I bring my knees to the left side, use my right arm, just twist all the way through. Come back round. Stay nice and upright in the chest. Again, let go of right or wrong. As long as you're feeling, as long as you're aware of your body. Very difficult to do anything wrong. As long as you're aware and you're feeling what feels good. Feeling through each motion. If that feels good, you then increase the speed slightly. Follow the breath. As you twist right round, there's the exhale. You inhale to come back through to center. Exhale again. Just letting these hips move. Now let's start to let them move a little bit more rapidly if we can. Only if we can, don't force. If there's any pain in the knee, then don't come all the way across. You can just come slightly across. Just even a little bit. This is fine. If we can, really twist. Few more. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Then we're going to bring our feet together. Good work. Take a little moment. Feet together. I want you to open up the feet like you open up a book, like from the center of a book. Right? Not sure how to open up a book like this, but still. Open up the feet. Open up. And then from here, you're just going to flap the knees. And as we do this, we can breathe. If you can't breathe through the nose because it's blocked for any reason, allergies or anything like that, no problem. But if you can, in and out through the nose, just allow it to just nice. The speed's up to you with the breath. Can be more. I'm just showing you with my mouth because you can hear the sound better. It can be more, or it can be a little slower. Up to you. A little faster, bring us more in this fight or flight mode. Bring out the tension here, which is fine, which is good. Gets us more alert. A little slower, we'll release the hips a little more. Play around with the breath for a moment. Play around with the speed of the breath. But keep the knees flapping pretty fast, like a little butterfly. Just flap the knees, keep them flapping, and play around with your breath. Notice how you change the breath. How it changes slightly how you feel. Just become aware. Because yes, as much as I'm here to guide you and teach you about the breath, you're already a breath master. How do I know? Well, you're alive, right? So you're doing something all right. So just explore with the breath. Just explore how you want to feel. If the intention is to feel safe and secure within your body, is to feel grounded and rooted in your body, notice how would that breath be? What would happen within your body? Would it smile from the inside out? What would happen if you did feel completely safe and secure right now? Just play around with that. Good, a few more, keep flapping, let them go, a few more, speed it up a little bit more, last 5 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release one leg out, all the way out straight. And if we can, we're going to bring our other foot all the way across. If you can't, you can hold the foot away. If we can, we bring it all the way across. And we're going to hold our foot. This is the foundation. It's talking about the root. The foundation starts from our feet. So often we're like, feet, a lot of us. But then these keeping us, this is what we're standing on day to day. So for a moment, I just want you to allow yourself to move around the ankle joint. But let the feet completely relax. They're always working, they're always doing a job. Let the hand do the work for once. Completely let go in those ankle joints. You'll be surprised how much they hold on and fight. Completely let it go. So the wrist is the only thing moving the ankle. You're not letting the ankle work for a moment. Because you know what? You work all the time. They're going to give you a little break. And just let the wrist move. You watch it. Good, and the other direction. Same foot, but the other direction. And just focus your attention on your ankles. It's a bit strange sometimes we don't pay attention here, like almost pointless. No, our feet is, if we can change our feet, sometimes changing people's foot issues can help with their knee issues, their hip issues, their lower back issues. It all starts from the base. So we're starting here. So just from here. Now, if you feel comfortable to do so, I want you to just slightly spread your big toe, if you're able to. Just pull it slightly out. And if you can spread each toe, great. If you don't feel comfortable, no problem. And give your foot like a little, tiny little pressure points, tiny little massage, if that feels okay. If not, you can just manipulate either side. So pull on it and stretching it. And again, you're exploring your body. You're exploring it like for the very first time. You didn't know it. I know you've lived in it for however many years, but just explore it like it's the first time exploring your body. Be curious. Good. Give it a few more little twists. It feels good wherever it wants to go. For me today, it feels in this direction. That feels nice. A little bit of movement here. But whatever feels good for you. 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. You may have found this other leg where a little numb at some level. That's okay. That's happening. Bring it across. If we can, again, if we need to, we can go from here. Again, same principle. Let the ankle go completely loose. Let the wrist and the arm do the work. Can you give it a break? Can you give it a day off? Give it a day off. Let's give it a little rest. Complete relaxation of the ankle of the foot. From the base up, just let it go, relax. But you know what? It doesn't need to grip. Our feet are often gripping all the time. So we just don't feel 100% safe in our bodies. But no, we're good. Today we're exploring what it's like to feel completely secure within the system. Let the ankle move, rotate it in both directions. Good. And again, if you can, you're going to spread the toes, especially the big toe gets crushed in our shoes. So we're just going to open up the big toe, open up the others. Good. And then give it a little self-massage, just a tiny little massage, a few pressure points. Be surprised at some tender points. If you find a tender point, just stay there for a moment. And then just move the ankle in whatever direction feels pulled to move it in. If you wish to explore, be curious, like it's your first time. You're like, oh wow, I've got an ankle. Most of us are so in our heads. But yeah, it sounds silly, but we never really deeply connected to our base, to our root. No, not necessarily. We're often up here. So just connect down here for a moment. Let your awareness go here. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Then let the feet go straight. And we're just going to do one more quick little round of opening up through the hips. Just going to be in that situation. Open up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. From here, we're going to stand all the way up. But I'm going to give everyone a few moments. You can grab a sip of water or anything like that. We go into the next phase of the session. Okay. I have one myself. If you notice, oh, let me change the angle so you can actually see me. Okay. So you're probably noticing that your hips feel already a little different now. It's a tiny bit different than when you started. For a moment, I want you to bring your feet about the width of the mat. You can bring it slightly wider than the mat if that feels comfortable. Your hands by your side. And I want you to put your attention into your feet. I want you to breathe in. And as you breathe in, you're going to breathe in through the base of your tummy into the hips, like you was doing at the beginning, laying down. And as you exhale, you're going to exhale as that sigh, that. But as you exhale, release the feet into the ground. But what happens if you completely trust within the ground beneath you? It's not going anywhere. And I'm showing you with my hands, but as if you're going back with the feet, completely letting go. Just follow a few cycles of this breath. Slow if you need to. Don't need to make it anything unnatural unless you feel comfortable to do so. With that sigh, just completely let go. But then you use the hands to guide this in. So you're going to breathe in, bring the hands up, up, up. And as you exhale, hands down, settle into the ground. Breathe in, and down, settle all the way into the ground. Completely relaxing the feet. Take your time, focus your attention, soften the knees. You're going to do this for a few more cycles of that breath. Keep going. A few more cycles. Coming up. Then just relaxing into the ground. Completely settling. One more. None. Then we're going to place our hands on our hips, feet a little bit closer. This you can do it in a couple of ways. You can do it in a very gentle way, just a tiny lift and down if the balance doesn't feel too good. Or if you feel good to do so, nice big circles with the hip. But as we touch the ground, let the foot relax into the ground. Breathe in to lift it, exhale to bring it down. And go whatever height feels comfortable. If it needs to be a small emotion, fine. If it can be a big emotion, great. You can really open up if you want. You can use the arms a little. Either's fine. You need to let this lift slightly if it feels comfortable to do so. Again, as long as we're circling the hip, that's the main thing. And we're not turning out. We're not trying to turn. We're keeping the hip facing forward. We're just moving around Leading from the ankle to the knee to the hip joint. Noticing it. Ankle, knee, hip joint. Just feel it as you go through. And follow the breath. There we go. Good. Switch sides. So the other side now. You go at a pace that suits you. Feel the hips move. This is our root. All base in the hips. Lower body. The ground up. Like the roots of a tree. We're rooting into our body. 3, 2, one more. Stand by the side once more. Just feel secure. No, the ground's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere beneath you for a moment. Feel really secure. Relax the feet. Just take a moment to be like, oh yeah, I'm good in my body. Then you're going to place your hands on your hips. And we're going to get our hips moving a little. Circle with the hips. Deep breaths. We get a little bit more energetic in the body now. Be nice and slow with it. We're going to start slowly up in the pace. But again, you're in control of the accelerator. You can still be gentle. That's what you feel you need. But don't let that little monkey mind decide, oh, yeah, I'll go gentle. We're a bit tired today. No, think a bit more about what do you truly need? What's best for you? Not what you would like or dislike. What's best for your body? And the other way. As we go on likes and dislikes, we can go into what we love. We don't always like some people, but we love some people, right? So we connect to what we love, as in what's best for us. And then exercise just becomes committing to your play. That's it. Committing to what's best. Effortless effort. No need to force. And if I didn't already say, switch directions. I think I did. Follow that breath still. Start to feel the breath around you. There's always movement around you. Nothing strange about that. You feel that. You feel the wind. Feel the air around you. Feel it through the hips. 2, 1. Nice. Then feet together, hands on your knees. Circle the knees. Focus your attention there. Yeah, just a few circles and the other direction. Only do a couple here. Good. And relax. And then the ankles. Roll the ankles a little bit. Now, because we did it before with the hands, see if you can do them really loose. Connect the ankles. Stuff. Nice. Switch ankles. Brilliant. Perfect. I'm going to go get a little bit more energetic now. This next one, we're going to either step back, and as you step back, keep the foot facing directly forward. So it's not pointing out, the back foot's directly forward, if you can see. So here, let's just start here, first of all. Follow the deep breath. A little bit faster the breath will become now. You'll notice it as you change the movement, change the speed of the movement, the natural breath rhythm changes. Take charge of the system by being conscious of the breath. Exhale as you step back. Inhale as you come in. But don't overthink it. Don't worry, you're not doing it perfectly. Let's let go of perfection for today. Let's just focus on feeling secure, feeling rooted, feeling grounded in our body. Now, if you wish, we can either stay here, or if you wish, we can turn this little knee. Step back, knee through. Step back, knee through. If you want to make that more energetic, you can really drive the knees, if it allows. Okay, but do it slowly, or you can do it a little faster, or you can stay where we started, stepping back. No problem. Allow whatever your body allows. I'm going to demonstrate the knees. Remember, you've got the option of what we started with, just the steps. Let's go. Really drive those knees if you can. Drive those knees through. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Feet nice and width of the mat. Toes pointing slightly out. We've got a couple of options. Option 1 is just to go down to the knee, come all the way up, keeping the back straight. Option 2 is to squat all the way down and back up through from here. So whatever option feels best for you, squatting down and up in whatever way feels comfortable. If you want, we can even progress this to squatting down as we come up, come onto the tiptoes. Just onto the tiptoes at the last motion. So down, up onto the tiptoes. But it's up to you. Time's already started. So let's pump through. If you need to regress, go back to here, but try not to stop. Try and keep going. As long as there's no physical pain, Try and keep going. Whatever option you've gone with, whether it's the full squat, whether you've gone to squat into the calf raise, or you've gone to the knees, doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong. It's what's best for you. Keep going. Keep going. We're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice. We're going to have a little moment, and we're going to go into the next exercise. Again, as you start to notice, we're working on the root hips, we're working the lower body. Here, just the squats, strengthening our glutes, our quads, our hamstrings, and even our calves as we're going into the calf raise. This next one, again, glutes, quads, slightly the hamstrings. As we step back, we've got a few options. We can just step back and do this almost like a little quarter lunge. Come forward, step back, quarter lunge. Or if the body allows, we go a little lower. Don't quite touch your knee to the ground, just before, and we just lunge through from this position. Good. If the body allows. So wherever it feels, this is the key. Taking charge of the body. You're the CEO of your own system. You're in control. Keep your awareness in your hips. Keep it in the ground. Know that you're safe and secure. You can trust in it. You can trust in the ground beneath you. Not going anywhere. Connect to your courage. And just allow yourself to sink into this motion. Let go of the idea that it has to be hard. Exercise is hard. It's a belief that doesn't serve us. Yes, we can feel challenged at some point, but exercise being hard, no, let go of that idea. Exercise is a challenge that I'm learning to enjoy, that's a better belief. Exercise is a challenge that I love, now that's an even better one. Exercise allows me, I go into exercise with the attitude of effortless effort. I like that one. Effortless effort, actively engaging. And again, if you need to regress, regress. So stepping back or even that quarter lunge, if we can, we're going to keep going for 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release for a moment. Let's shake that a second. Good. Have a little minute, and we're going to change it. This next one, we're going to sidestep. As we sidestep, if we go to the left, the right leg stays straight, the left leg bends, and we either touch our knee or we touch down to the ground. The key is if we are touching down to the ground, we don't touch like this, arch to the back. We keep everything nice and straight through from the back here. Okay? If that doesn't feel possible, then go to the knee and to the opposite knee. So you're going to both sides, just to the knee, or we're touching down. We're touching down. And again, you can make this a little bit more faster, a little bit more fluid, or you can do it nice and slow. Breathe. At a pace that's comfortable for you. Nice. Just a few more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax for a moment. Good. Then this next one, don't start just yet, but the next one, got a few options. Option is just to step out. When we step out, lead with the heel. So what I mean by that is, you're not leading and pushing the toes out, you're leading with the back of your foot, stepping with the heel. So you lead with the heel, yeah, or you want to make it a little more difficult, we jump both together, or if you want to make it even more difficult, come up, touch the ground, come up. Up to you, what one feels best. Either steps, jumps. Only the joints allow. Don't just jump because you're like, yes, I'm up for a challenge, I'm going to go for it. No, the key here is as we're discovering is be aware of your body. No need to push it anywhere it doesn't need to go. Doesn't mean you're opting out or you're cheating in any way. No. Just connecting to what's best. We can keep momentum then in our health journey. Rather than doing something and picking up a little injury, that's not health. Health is to feel great in all aspects of our body. Yes, strong, yes, in shape. Also feeling good. So just notice your hips. Notice how safe you feel in your body. Notice that you're good. If you're jumping, great. You're coming all the way down. Enjoy the ground. Enjoy it for a moment. Even slap it down a little. As long as you're not hurting your palms, just drop it down. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest for a moment. Shake the leg out. Have a little rest. And then we're going to go through those exercises once more, but much shorter time on each one. Don't worry, you don't have to remember them. I'll guide you back through them. Good work so far. I can see a few of you, and very good. And we've not got too much more of the physical work. Remember, in the last bit of the session, we're stretching and breathing to relax. So if you're feeling good, let's up it a little bit more. If you're feeling exhausted, no worries. We haven't got that much long left, so you're nearly there. Good work either way. Okay, so the first one, we're either going to step back or we're going to drive those knees in. Start with me. Ready? Let's go. This is what we started with, if you remember. Drive those knees in if you can. And really drive through. Connect to the primal nature. Just drive them through a little bit. A little bit of assertiveness. Let the animal within you be a little bit wild, a little bit free. Let it loose. And just go for it. Even if you're doing it more gentle, but just give it a little oomph. You let it go while you'll feel it. Good. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Now we're going to go into the squat. Remember, we can go just here. Hopefully we're getting a little sweat on, I am. Or we can go all the way down, or we can go down and even onto our tiptoes, whatever feels good. So let's go for it, whatever one feels best. I'm going to demonstrate all 3. You pick what one's best for you. Go make sure the back's straight. If you truly drive onto the toes, only the last bit of the motion. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Now we're going to go a couple of choices. Either step back again. Remember keeping the foot straight. Quarter lunge. Or a full lunge. Or half or full. Wherever feels best. Make sure you're staying upright. We're not leaning forward too much. We're staying nice and upright, sitting back. Getting the glutes firing. It's a nice strong muscle here. Where a lot of our strength lies, a lot of our power here. The glutes. Very strong. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. 2 deep breaths. And settle the system. Let go of the mind. The mind quits sometimes even before we got here. Focus on the body, what the body is capable of, how it's feeling. Notice it. Settle the system. The next one, we're either going to touch to our knee or touch the ground. Do side step. Again, feel into your body. Good. Get back to that breath. Settle. Notice. Effortless effort. Think of it like you're hanging onto a bar. If you hold on too tight, you're not going to last very long. If you don't hold on at all, you didn't even start. But if you find that happy medium, that's how you can go on and on and on and on and on. Effortless effort. Completely being active while completely allowing. Good. Then the next one we're going to go into is either steps, leading with the heel, jumps, or all the way up, all the way down. Right? Let's go for it. Whatever one you feel good. I'll do a mixture of a few. I'll start with the jumps. Then I go into just the jump to the hips. And then I'll show you the steps. Whatever your joints allow. Don't be jumping here to the knees or the ankles or the hip joints, any issues there. Just step. Good. Nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Bring your hands onto your knees. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. 2 more. One more. Come upright again. Spread the feet. Relax the feet to the ground.
Let your breath return to normal. You can bring one hand on your chest, one hand onto your belly. Make sure the breath is out of your chest. Focus your attention in your hips. You should feel a change, a shift here of your awareness, even subtle. You might notice a subtle or a bigger change. Notice the feelings that are arising from the workout. In the body. Brilliant. And if we can, there's a few options. So I'm going to show you the standing option first. If we can, we're going to do this next one kneeling. But if someone's unable to kneel, you can step and reach. Change the direction, but you step and reach. Okay? This is the option for anyone who's unable to kneel. If you are able to kneel, you're going to kneel down. If you can, we'll even sit back slightly and then come up. If you can't, just here is good too. You step. As you step, you really reach, like you're grabbing something in the room. So there's some weights there. I imagine that I'm grabbing them, coming back. Here, there's a plant. So imagine that, I'm lifting it off and coming back. So just see objects and you change the positioning of the foot and the hips and allow yourself to sink into it. Sometimes low, as long as the back's staying straight. So you're not arch it, back straight, but see an object. Imagine picking them up, come back to this central point. If you can sit back, great. Here, and to the next. And just explore the body, explore the hips. I love this one. It's a good one to get you out of your head as well. Like, am I doing it right? Am I meant to do it just this way, that way? There's not really much right or wrong. There's only one thing. Keep the back nice and straight. Make sure you're not going through pain and only challenging the comfort zone. And that's about it. Play around with it. You don't have to sink back. You can just stand and really get creative with it. Even if there's not objects in the room, parts of the wall that you just pull in towards you. The skirting board, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be actually real. It's just here, grabbing it towards you. And then start to think, what do you want to bring towards you? What do we want to pull safety into the system? So just what type of things make you feel safe? What type of things make you feel secure? Pull them in. What type of things make you feel free to just completely be yourself? Completely rooted in the body. What type of things help you feel connected to the ground beneath you? Just put them in for a few moments. Think about that. Allow that to come up within yourself. Feel for it. Feel, even if you can't think of something, feel what makes you feel safe. Feel safety. What it's like to feel and trust in your body. Trust in this wonderful technology that you have. This body of yours. Trust in it. Build a relationship with it. Build a relationship with the breath too. Deep breaths each time. A few more here. One more. This next one, if you're kneeling, stay kneeling. But I'll just show you standing quickly. You can stand, slightly squat, push your arms all the way out. So you slightly squat, push your arms all the way out. But if we can stay kneeling, we go here, and if we can sit back, fantastic, and reach through. If we are unable to do this, you might feel better with tucking the toes and doing it that way. If you're still unable to, like I said, do it standing. Okay, but if we can, let's sit back. Let's reach right out. Deep breath in, focus your attention on your hips, and as you exhale, like you're trying to bring all from your hips all the way out. Deep breath in, deep breath out, let it release. You might not want to do it as powerful as that. It's up to you, whatever feels best. But deep breath in, breathe into the core, and just, when I say the core, the root, should I say, right in the root. Think about if you was stopping yourself going for a wee mid-flow, like squeeze in here. So actually, you squeeze slightly, you breathe in, and as you exhale, just let it release completely. Release. 4 more, really go for it, just for 4. 1, 2, 3, last one. Bring ourselves all the way standing up. Have a little rest for a moment. We're going into the final stage of movements, just a couple minutes before we stretch and breathe to finish. A few more movements to go, not many left. So this next one we're going to go into, we're going to bring the feet nice and wide. And I want you to sit as if you're sitting on a horse. kind of. I've only ever ridden a horse a few times, so if there's any horse riders there, my technique's out, apologise. So just sit here, right? So let the quads engage for a moment. Feel them engaged. Hands on the hips, breathe into the hips. Really allow the breath to enter here. And as you exhale, relax the feet to the ground. Breathe into the hips. Release into the ground. Now from here, we're going to slightly stand if we can. Let the arms go loose. If you've got neighbours and you can't be loud, luckily I can be loud, it's fine. But you can't be, just gentle steps if you can. Really go for it. And as you go for it, let out a big deep breath and just connect to the primal nature, the animal within you. Just let it go, stamp it out. If it feels a little bit weird, a little bit uncomfortable, then this is definitely needed for you. Let's not take ourselves so seriously for a moment, and let's just feel safe and secure in our body, and let's stamp it out at your own pace. If you want, you can really go for it. If not, just 3, 2, 1. Hold if you can, still here. If you can, if you need to, rest for a second. If you can, we stay in this position, let the quads work. And just let them shake. Let them do this thing. Just let them shake. If you completely let go of the quads, because we've worked them a decent amount, they'll want to shake slightly. Just let them shake. Let the nervous system uncoil. A lot of fear, a lot of tension, stuff like this gets trapped in the hips. So let the nervous system uncoil for a moment. If you watch an animal in the wild, you'll see it. After it's been hunted down, it shakes. Let the shake happen. Let the nervous system happen. The mind's going, this is weird, I'm used to doing this. Just let it happen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up. And then actively shake it. So that was allowing the shake, now actively shake. Good. Now we're going to go one more round, slightly different this time. Again, if we can. If it's too much, you can still do this with just the tiniest bent knees. If it's too easy, then you need a little bit more. First of all, stand, get that comfortable. Just know you're safe and secure. Get it down. You're good. You're good. You're good in your body. Just feel secure in it for a moment, in those hips area. Just feel good in it. Play around. Whatever it feels like, just play around. Feel good in the body. Spread the toes. Just be good. Good. Nice. Deep breath. Just out this. Follow the breath, enjoy the breath, and breathe as if it's your very first breath. Be here now. You've dedicated this time, nowhere to go, nowhere to be. Just be here now. So we come into the end, the hard work. We're nearly there. And then stamp that one more time. If we can, let's let a big sigh out together. As a whole collective group now, let's let it go. And as you raise your energy, we're supporting it for everyone around us. So let's go for it. Really go. Really build it if you can. Let the arms go loose. If you want to keep your hands on the hips, you can. It doesn't really matter. The main thing is that you're slightly squatting, the legs are engaged, you're feeling it a little bit, and you're feeling secure, and you're stamping. Yeah, you're holding your position. Good. You're building your presence. I'm here. That type of energy. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. You can even make a fist for the last 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Squat the legs a little and let them shake. Just let the little shake happen. Let the little shake happen. As you can see, allow it. If you really allow it, it'll go quite a lot. It doesn't matter how strong your quads are, how strong your glutes are. If you allow and you just completely surrender, the shake will happen very largely. If it's too much, just sit up for a second. If you can, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Actively shake. Woo! Nice. And then we're just going to bring our hips back, go to our knees if we can, keep the back straight so we're not arching, and all the way up. We're nearly there. Yeah. If anyone wants to progress this, Let's see if we can see it. We can come down all the way straight into the mat and all the way back up. Only if you wish. But I'm going to demonstrate the first one just here, just through those hamstrings. Good. Keep going. 10, 9. Keep the head looking forward. 2, neck up straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to finish with one of your choice. So we're going to do a little bit playful to finish. So you have a few choices here. We can either go back into these stats that we were going for, right? We can either go into these knees, or even on the spot, just gentle on the spot, side to side, whatever it is, right? Even if you can't jump, you can step in side to side, feeling safe, feeling secure within the body. Just to finish, just to raise the heart rate, then we're going to drop all the way onto the mat, lay down. We're going to stretch, calm the nervous system, and breathe and relax. This is the last little bit of effort. Let's really go for it for 30 seconds and just let yourself completely loose. Let yourself be a little wild for a moment. Really feel secure in your body. Connect to those foundations. Let's build everything up to a full climax, and then we just release and let go. Okay, ready? Let's go. On the spot, whatever it is. Yeah, whatever one feels good for you. Yeah, even knees, doesn't really matter. Just for 30 seconds. Play around, whatever feels good for you. I'm going to do a mixture. You can even do a mixture with me. You can follow along. Whatever one's good. Good, that's 10 seconds already gone. Nice. Just let it release. Whatever it is wants to come out of the body. I'm going to go back in. Just let it out for the last 10, 10. Let it go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Bring yourself laying all the way down onto the mat. Nice and slowly bring yourself onto the mat. Laying all the way down. You've earned it. Just lay on the mat. If you feel comfortable to close your eyes, please do so. If you don't, no need to for a moment. If you want to move your neck and your body slightly for a second, you can. Just find that comfort. Find that little space. And we're not going to completely relax just yet. We're going to do a little stretch. We're going to grab one of your knees. Just squeeze that knee, just like we did at the beginning. But instead of rolling it, you're just going to keep it static all the way into your chest. Breathe into the hip. Release. And you're going to inhale roughly 4 seconds. 4 seconds in. 6 seconds out, roughly. Don't have to be exact. But as long as the exhale is slightly longer than the inhale, this will bring us back into our parasympathetic nervous system. To the moment we're in fight or flight mode, which is very ruled by the hips and by the breath. But we want to bring it into parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and renewed mode, which is boosting digestion, aiding recovery. So we want this to bring it back. So just lengthen the exhale. Now you're going to bring one hand on the outside of the ankle. If the knee allows, you're going to pull across the chest. I'm just stretching the direction. Just now pulling the knee slightly across me. And again, still releasing the breath, calming it down now. Try and take it out of the chest. Try and bring the breath into the lower part of your abdomen. Also focus the awareness in the hip. Fantastic. Good. Switch legs. Going to squeeze the other knee into the chest. Just squeeze, enjoy it in. If you can bring the breath back into your nose, fantastic. That will send the nervous system, the nose will send a signal to the brain to tell the nervous system to calm down. There's a neurotransmitter that will do that for you. Nice little easy thing that the technology does when we know how to use it. And as we lengthen the exhale, this will calm the nervous system also. Just releasing. Good. Hand on the outside of the ankle, pull the knee across slightly. Pull it all the way across. Nice. Then you're going to grab the knee, bring it across your body, all the way across your body. All the way across again, same. So the one arm's all the way out, legs all the way across, bring the knee across the body. It doesn't have to touch the floor. The key is to keep the shoulder down. Feel the stretch in your hip. Just breathe. Let go. Fantastic work on Saturday. Just release, let go, surrender. Good. Switch legs to the other side now. Twist across. Fantastic work. Enjoy the sensations. Enjoy the rewards of your efforts. Good. From here, you're going to sit up. You're going to bring the feet together. This time, just going to place the hands slightly on the ankles. And just bring the elbows into the knees. Try and sit upright. Try and sit upright if you can. Try not to lounge forward. There is a variation where that is the case, so it's not terrible to do that, but we want to stay upright for this. Just push, gently invite them to drop. Shoulder blades back, chest high. Nice. Now straighten one leg. Bring the other leg across and give it a big hug. Give it a big squeeze. I love this one. Just hug the leg. Into the hip. Give the leg a little hug. Like you're embracing your very best friend. Just for a moment. Don't to get too logical just yet. Just feel into your body. Just give it a big hug. Squeeze into it. Enjoy it. Feel safe in it. You're like, I can trust in this body. Yeah, switch legs. Other side. Again, squeeze it. Give it a big hug. You even rest your cheek on the knee. It feels good. Logically, whatever, but no, it feels good. Enjoy it. Release. All is good. Safe and secure. With the courage to take on whatever you wish to take on. Good. Now from here, I know you can't see my feet, but just a bar leaning forward, if allows. Just leaning forward, drop the head slightly, stretch those hamstrings a little. Bring the toes back if you can. Take a deep breath in. Big breath out. Go a little further. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Go a little further. Slowly, slowly bring your weight all the way back. Arms back to feet up. Let them drop to one side. Just enjoy this. Let them drop to the other side. Bring both knees in. Both knees in. Squeeze both knees. Yeah. If you want a little rock, you can do a little rock. If you can, bring the legs up. You can bring the legs up only if you can. Don't worry. 3, 2, 1. And now lay all the way down to the ground. Hands spread out wide. Relax the body into the ground and trust in it. Bring the breath into your hips and exhale. Sigh into the hips. I'm going to gradually slow down the breath, gradually increase the breath, the amount that you breathe in, fully in. Staying laying down, staying laying down. Breathe through the nose, fantastic. If not, no worries. Just breathing through those hips. Let go. You're safe to let go. You're rooted in your body. You're in the driver's seat of your own existence. You have autonomy over your own nervous system. Lengthen the exhale and bring it back to the parasympathetic nervous system. Conscious awareness of your breath. You're aware right here, right now. In the now moment is a fresh slate to create, to put whatever you want to put into the system. What intentions do you want to put into those hips? Intention of courage, of safety, security, that you always have enough, that you're always good. No matter how far you fall, you'll always be met. Connect to the feelings, release, just feel what you feel, experiencing what you're experiencing as you just notice the system settling, calming through any tension that's coming up within the body. Inviting the hips to relax, the legs to relax, the calf to relax, the feet to relax.
Notice your body even thanking you for that exchange that you gave it. Notice the exchange between you and your body. What's happening? As you just feel it, almost like the cells are smiling within. Feel the serotonin running through your body, the oxytocin running through your system. Notice even your heart rate. Yes, our awareness is in our hips, but the heart's the key to it. Bring your awareness back to the hips. Allow yourself to sink deeper and deeper into your hips. Deeper and deeper into the hips. And allow your hips to smile. Just imagine smiling from the inside out. And just put a final intention that you're safe and secure in your body. You're safe and secure to let go. You're safe and secure to feel. Notice that you're grounded, like the roots, you're rooted in your body. That you trust in your solid foundations. That you have fertile soil for growth. You just stay connected with the breath. 5 more breaths here. Last one, fully in. There you go. Then just allow your breathing to return to normal. Allow yourself to completely relax and let go. Then feel back into your body. Notice your toes. Wiggle your toes for a moment. Just give me a little wiggle. Wiggle the legs a little. You can even move the hips a little. You can lay there for a few more moments if you wish to lay there for a few more moments. Or you can start to bring yourself slowly up, if it feels comfortable to do so, into a seated position. Don't rush all the way up. Thank you for your efforts. Thank you for joining the first of the sessions. As we focus on the root today, feeling, as you noticed, as I said plenty of times, feeling safe and secure in the body, feeling our root. I look forward to hearing your feedback, how you found it. Also, if you're looking to join next week, I look forward to seeing you next week as we work more onto core, we're working more core stability. It's still the perfect mix of breath and movement, but more focused on our sacral, which is just below our belly button, doing lots of flowy movements, core-based movements, as well as different breaths. Today was a very simple breath main focus, just to help us feel very rooted in our body. So yeah, I look forward to hearing your feedback. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you for your patience at the beginning of the session also, and thank you. And I'm happy to be a couple minutes if anyone has a question or anything to share. Of course, if Stella has to go, I'll understand, but I'm happy if anyone wants to share anything now quickly. I'm more than happy to answer.
Thanks, Jordan.
Pleasure.
Does anyone have any questions for Jordan or any observations before we?
Just to say thank you.
Oh, brilliant. I'm pleased. Hope you liked it.
Yeah, and I just say thank you as well, because I've got an issue with my SI joints with the hip, which is quite tight. So I could feel some releasing. So it was really good, some of those things. So I will keep doing them. So it was great. Thank you.
Oh, amazing. I'm very pleased to hear that. I'm very pleased to hear. Thanks for letting me know. Yes, and obviously the recording's there as well, so you can always repeat it.
So I will.
And any movements that you felt very specific, of course, about assessing and seeing you directly to individualize it, but anything that you felt was good, explore those a little further. So okay. I'm pleased that happened.
Yeah, thank you.
Very nice to hear.
Can I ask one quick question?
Of course you can, yes.
You know, when you were doing the exercise where you were putting your legs back one at a time and arms up and everything.
Yes.
I was finding the coordination of that was putting me off a bit. Does it make a big difference if you do one leg this leg, this leg, this leg, this leg, or could you do like 5 or 10 on one leg and then 5 or 10 on the other?
Oh yeah, more. You can definitely just stick with one leg and then go onto the other leg, no problem. The reason why I was doing alternatives, because there's pros and cons to both. Doing one, like you said, the coordination, getting it. What I would suggest is actually for you, if that is the case, sometimes when we find like our, I don't like to call it weaknesses, but we have certain strengths and certain bits we find more difficult. Sometimes we like try to avoid them slightly. So, I don't have good coordination, and then we just put ourselves in the bubble of someone who doesn't have good coordination, which never really work in it. So what I would suggest is actually just doing it, but slower, one by one, just because it does work the coordination. That's why the single legs, and it does make both hemispheres of your brain come into balance. So it does create more balance that way. However, you're certainly correct. You can just do one leg 5 times, the other leg 5 times. If that is feeling better for you, again, you're your own guide. So if that feels best for you in the future, you can always do that. That's no problem whatsoever.
Right. So from a breath perspective, it doesn't matter too much, but from a brain perspective, I'm better practicing.
Yes, yeah, I know what you mean. Yes, no, I get exactly what you said. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
That's it. Pleasure.
Okay, well, I just want to say I found that very helpful. Thank you. I've done a lot of Pilates over the years, but the particular focus on the breath is actually really important. And we don't always do enough of that, I think. So I found that very useful. I have a chest problem now anyway, so I really need to kind of make my chest work, because my instinct is just to breathe very shallowly and try and ignore it. So it was great. Thank you very much. I'll be back.
Oh, please. I look forward to seeing you in the next sessions. And as we go through some of the more breath, especially the heart session, this may be very helpful. The type of breath we do for this one will help with opening up, taking us out of that shallow breath into that more deeper breath within our chest and within our diaphragm. So,
Right.
So thank you so much. Thanks everyone for your feedback. And yes, and the key, as much as we're making breath a focus in these movements, of course the movements are still focused, and there's subtleties to each one. So we're still scratching the surface of what we can do within the root. Here's just a nice little particular mix that I felt cool to bring for you all. And yeah, the recording's there, so you can always repeat it. And I look forward to seeing hopefully most of you next week. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Jordan.
Lots of love, everybody.
Thank you.
See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. We'll get the recording over in the next few days. And thank you for your patience this morning. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye. See some of you later, maybe.
See you this evening.
Yeah, see you this evening.
Excellent. I like it. They're keen.
Yeah, have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.